And welcome to Buckman's Model Mania. Today we're going to be working on E.T. Build Your Own E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial Stage 8 from Fanhome. Let's go ahead and start by getting the parts out. And he is, from what I recall, supposed to be 1/2 scale of the actual, I don't know if it was a robot, stop motion, somebody was in the costume, but he's 1/2 scale of what he was supposed to be in the movie, I believe. So let's go ahead and get the book open as well. And this is the eyelid servo motors stage 2, and I believe there's actually a stage 3. Having looked ahead in the book, we're not complete when this is done. So let's get these parts out. And when I was looking at the parts, I kept looking and looking, and I did not see the two shafts for the axles, or the two axles for the gears. And I was like, that could be bad. They were hiding under the housing for the motor. So we've got the shafts for the gears. We've got the housing for the motor. They call it the mount, but truly it's actually the housing, because the mount's right here. It'll go in here, and then the that other part will cover it and hold it in place. This has actually got a pretty good size lead on it as well, and I believe it's the exact same motor as was used for the eye movement. So the first thing they want us to do is to take one of these or axles, shafts, whatever you want to call it, and we're going to put it into, there's two locations for them. If you look right here, you got this one with a little bump. This one kind of has a recess around it. First one that we're going to deal with is the one with the bump. We're just going to drop the axle in there, and then we're going to put the flat, matter of fact, completely flat. We're going to put the flat gear on in there with this round raised portion up, and then we're going to put the next one in right next to it, and we'll put this gear in there, which has the raised teeth on the top of the gear and the smaller gear underneath. It's going to go just like that, meshing with that part. You can see that it turns. I think you can. Here, let me bring it up closer. You can see that they are meshed together. And it says to use the grease on here. With the amount of grease they gave you, there have got to be other things that we're going to be putting grease on. I'm just going around here. Matter of fact, there's got to be, whatever hooks up to this side, there's going to have to be grease that goes on there. And unfortunately, it doesn't say this time to make sure you keep the grease. It says apply a little lubricant from issue 6 on the gears and shafts. It doesn't say anything beyond that. So even though it doesn't, if you're building this, do not throw that grease away, because you're going to need it an issue or two down the road. Just opened up the screws. Let's go ahead and turn the page. So this one is going to go in like this, with wires coming out on top. You'll see it meshes with that. Now I got grease on my fingers. It meshes with the gear on the top, holding it in place. So what you want to do is feed this wire up through the hole. Well, actually, here, let me show you. So more going on here than that. So you got the two holes there. Come on, you got two holes. Come on, stay in focus. here and here that the pins are going to go into. I think I was wrong. Oh no, it does say to feed the wire up through here. But what I was looking at is back here. You could almost. Oh, never mind. I was going to say you could almost feed the wire out through there, but no, that's where the back end of the motor, the shaft, back end of the motor's shaft comes out. So feed this up here, not getting it caught in there, ever so gently, taking it over top the motor, keeping the motor in place. Okay, probably, yeah, motor turned in there. So it's going to be a little bit easier, at least it is for me. That's interesting. The motor does not sit flat. There we go. Yeah, to me, it's going to be easier because it was not going in all the way. There's a lip in there that the motor's got to come through. To me, it's easier to put the motor into the housing and then turn it over and bring it down and put it on top of here. And so, like I've had to on other videos, let me pause real quick while the dogs go through. Okay, we are back. Anytime my wife comes down the stairs or goes up the stairs, my wife, sorry, we do that on the live streams. The dogs go nuts barking. So here's where we were. We just got this as right before I paused. I had just gotten this to go down. It is on there. It's on the shafts for the gears. I'm going to go ahead and put the screws in. There's 3 of them, and there's still at this point no spares. Wondering if they're not going to give any spares at all. Matter of fact, I don't think there's been a screwdriver either, unless it's one of those ones that's up there. I have some older ones. We're going to get these 3 screws started. Now that they're started, I can pick this up and actually get a good handle on it. And I didn't mention either, I'm using the P1 screw. These are pretty solid, I was going to say significant, but they're solid screws. And let me get this last one done. Doesn't say to do it, but we put the grease on before the motor was in. So I'm going to take a little bit of grease and just put it on there, onto the motor. And that should be good. I was just looking at the other side. There's no way to get to the other motor. It does not say to do it yet, but that is the identical motor. I am just a little bit curious. I'm not going to run it for long because there's nothing, no drag on it right now, but I'm just a little bit curious how loud this motor is. Oh, that's horrendous. I definitely hope there's some soundproofing on this head. But what that motor is going to do is close the eyes. That motor is actually louder than this motor. I wonder. Bring the battery pack back over. And there should be a circuit board at some point in time. I'm sure there's going to be one. And at that point is when I start figuring out if I can wire this to be wall power. So I want to see, and by the way, by the horrendous, I mean not as bad as the Code 3 lights on the Ecto 1. So let's see, if we put my hand over top of it, not near as bad. just out of curiosity. Let's do the same. Actually, it's face down right now, so it'll probably be quite a bit different. Let's see how the light eyes sound. Not too bad. And if I cover it with my hand. Oh yeah, I'm thinking some fiberfill in the head. If they don't do some soundproofing themselves on the kit, will help a lot on that. Look at that. I got his eyes straight. That's the first time I've been able to do that. So let me double check. And yes, that is all there is to do at this point in this stage. As a matter of fact, not only is that all there is to do in this stage, that is all there is to do in this shipment. But with me posting almost every day now and the number of part works I have going on, I should be able to, it should be steady progress up until, for you, the viewers, up until I get more parts. So with that, I am going to say thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you coming and spending some time here on my channel. Like Jordan from Aligning the Stars likes to say, there's a million things you could have done today. I think it's really cool that you stopped by and spent some time watching me build a model. Come on over to Hobby Time Modelers on Facebook, YouTube, and Discord. Links will be in the description. We do streams on every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. The Wednesday and Friday are evenings. Sunday is afternoon. The Wednesday one will not be forever. It's just for a group build. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Have a great day. Have a great day tomorrow. And I will see you on the next video.